is it. We are in our new boat. Oh, why are we up at 5:13 a.m. to go look at a boat? Because it's so far away, and if we buy it, we have to sail it home, and that's going to be a 2-day journey. But if you remember back on the video from when we bought Not Enough, we had to prepare a huge list of things to bring and what ifs, the journey where we might stay overnight, all the things we wanted to bring with us, get the whole tour from the owner, and then the long ride home. Of course, then we didn't know what we were doing. We do now, so we're really excited, and we're going to head down there and check it out. This boat was a little different than all the other boats we've been looking at. It was in better condition, and the ad read like that: well-maintained, cosmetically sharp, bimini top, Dodger, cockpit cushions, fold-down galley table, and table out in the cockpit with TV, VHS, custom curtains, new running rigging, new winches. Everything was beautiful inside and out. So we were heading down there pretty excited that if it was what it was supposed to be, we were going to buy it. So it was as advertised, and we bought it. After a few hours of inspecting everything, the previous owner is showing me how to work things as we go out for a short test cruise before he hands everything over to us, and we start our 75-mile journey home.
What a beautiful day.
Oh, it is pretty, isn't it?
Yes, it was starting out as a beautiful day, but it wouldn't end up that way. Well, this is it. We are in our new boat. And
It's exciting.
have a 75-mile journey home. We're exiting the inlet now, and we dropped the seller off at the dock, and now we're on our own.
Do you know what inlet this is?
Venice Inlet.
Venice Inlet?
Just found these other boats. We were a little unsure how to get out of this inlet, but then we saw the previous owner's tracks on his GPS of when he'd left, so we just followed one of his northerly tracks. We headed 6 or 7 miles offshore and then started cruising north for our 2-day trip home. If you haven't noticed, this boat's equipped with a diesel engine and a steering wheel, so we have just an easy cruise to get out here until we put the sails up.
So is this the Intercoastal or the Gulf?
Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, we're headed out into the Gulf of Mexico. I guess I better get myself oriented to where we are. Look at all the fishermen.
Wow. Let's watch them out of their sailboat. No, I'm not really worried or thinking I can't do anything on this boat. It's kind of just a bigger version of what we've been doing already. We have a roller furling head sail, so that's a lot easier to deploy. And as soon as we get up, we have a slight downwind in the direction we're heading. Only 4 or 5 knots, but it's enough to get us going. Alright, well, it's a little different than Not Enough in this boat. I guess I'll explain all this when I get to sailing.
Dolphins right in front of our boat. Dolphins. Oh, you can see them so clearly.
And that wouldn't be the first pod of dolphins we saw on the way home. All throughout the day and night we saw dolphins and even a giant sea turtle covered in barnacles that came up right next to the boat, took a big breath, and then dove back under. We wish we could have had some wind for sailing this day, but we're buying a boat here, not taking a vacation, so it is what it is. You can see the barbecue grill on the seat there. I had to take it off the stern rail because we just temporarily put it there, and it was rattling when the engine was on, and we're not having the sails up just yet while Susie prepares some things below before we do that for the first time. might put the Genoa out here pretty soon. It's a pretty big sail and it might help. We tried earlier, we put the sails up. They were just flogging, they weren't doing anything. But, well, we got the Genoa out just to, you know, see if it can help us a little bit, even though it's not too windy. But check out up ahead, it looks like it might be some fog. Kind of odd. Something we don't usually see around here in the afternoon, but we're gonna see what it is. We had to leave the motor on because we had to make time. This was going to be a 2-day trip and we needed to average at least 4 to 5 knots the whole time. So on this day, without much wind, we're motor sailing or just motoring, and the fog's getting thicker. We had about a 3 or 4 knot wind heading in the same direction as us, so we had just about 0 apparent wind. But that was okay. We were enjoying the new boat, looking around and just kind of cruising off into the fog. Looking foggy again over there. For the first part of the trip, looking through that Dodger was just so weird that we folded it down, but into the trip we would start to really appreciate it. We took turns taking naps down below, knowing that we'd have about 4 hours of traveling in complete darkness. And we knew this first day wasn't going to be a good sailing day, but we tried to put the sail out a few more times. And then it started to get really foggy as the sun went down. And then came a heavy mist. We were starting to feel like real sailors here. Really couldn't rely on anything except our navigation and compass at this point. Shining a light off into the fog did nothing, so it was just us and the diesel whirring away for 3 more hours. And not enough. We just sailed around by our marina. We didn't go very far. Now this was the real thing.
They say the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but as you can see from this curvy line here, my boat driving skills aren't quite up to par yet.
We knew we were going to have a calm night with very calm seas, so we anchored about 6 miles offshore to sleep for the night. So this is the morning. Look at the freighter out there. And we are 6 miles offshore in the Gulf of Mexico. Overnight we anchored here. And if we head due north, we'll hit our port. That's 6 miles. You can see over there. There's another freighter over there. There's a shipping lane 1.5 miles south of us, but we had an anchor alarm on all night. It wasn't bad except when we first went to bed, and then the second half of the night was pretty nice. We got our morning start. We got our sails up. And we're hitting about almost 5 knots and only have about a 5 knot beam reach. We're doing pretty good. Susie's in the galley making some hot tea, and I'm just kind of keeping us due north. We were hitting 4.5. I might have fallen off a little bit and we went to 3.7. It's a lot better than yesterday when we motored the whole day. We motored 11 hours. You know, we only used a few gallons of diesel. We still have 3/4 of a tank after 11 hours. With this great cockpit table, I was able to sit out in the cockpit and eat my lunch while Susie sailed along. We got a little more wind now.
How fast are we going?
4 knots.
4 knots.
And it's barely breezy. We probably only have a 4-knot breeze coming from right over there.
It's right over there. So we are underway, and I'm making us some chicken pot pie stew while Captain Jason is at the helm at last.
Susie's at the helm, kind of motor sailing, one sail out. We reeled in the Genoa, and it's time to put the main up, but we're going to turn this corner up here and turn right into the wind, so I'm going to wait till we turn to put it away. It's not hurting anything. I heard there was a dolphin out here, but I don't see it. For a while it got really calm again, but look how smooth the Gulf of Mexico is. Now it was just a game of trying to avoid all the crab traps, which is why I'm up front to tell Susie where they are. Susie, there's too many crab traps ahead.
I see that.
So we need to
go off the left?
Yeah, I would go through there. Parasailer over there. We made it back to our port. This is Sunday at like 2:20. 1:20, and we left yesterday morning at like 11 o'clock. And so we still have another probably hour to get from here to where we need to be, but we're coming in.
Hey, check out my new galley.
Well, that's gonna have to wait till next time.
And in our next video, I can't wait to give you a full tour of our new boat.